Well, since I keep losing bait knives constantly, I'm gonna get 4 of them. Well, good morning, you guys. It is a beautiful day here in East Tennessee, and I am your host here with Knox Fishing, and this is some new water I have never fished before, and we're gonna go try to catch some catfish on it. It's a beautiful day here up in the mountains, and I've never actually been in this area in my life before, and there's like not a whole lot of stuff out here, so I'm a fan of it. It's beautiful. We're gonna go try to pick up some blue and flathead catfish that are moving up shallow to spawn, because it's about that time. Water temps are in the 70s, and they're moving back into these creek basins where there's good habitat for them to spawn in. So we're trying to pick them up before they go and start doing that, and have us a nice relaxing day. I'm going to try to find a place to beach the boat, and I've got some new bank fishing rod holders to test out that my friend Brian made for me. Not Mustache Brian, but different Brian. And we're gonna see if we can catch some fish. We could catch nothing, but we're surely gonna catch a beautiful time, because it is an awesome day here in East Tennessee, and any day is awesome to go fishing. And I'm gonna share that with you guys now. Boy, it's pretty out here, y'all. This looks like a good spot to pull the boat up and put bank rod holders out. Whee! Bonk. We on the bottom. Pretty shallow. I'm gonna walk way out in the water and throw out. Goes down pretty deep out there, though. Well, you guys, I found this island. I ain't got a daggum clue if there's any fishes out in that water and if they gonna bite my bait, but we're gonna have a good time right here for a couple hours, and then we're gonna move to another one. This just looked like a good spot for me to pull up, put a couple rod holders out, and it gets pretty deep out that way. I'm probably gonna take my shoes off and walk pretty far out there and cast those baits out in the water. It gets down to like 20 to 30 out there I can cast to. There's rocks back there, and I bet there's more rocks going down the break line as it drops. So we're gonna test out these new bank fishing rod holders here, see if we can't catch us a pig or two. But I've got to find a rock to put these in the sand, because I forgot to bring the hammer, because I have ADHD. Let's go. Looks like a camping spot out here, pretty cool. We need to find us a pretty big rock. I may have to take the boys out here if we catch some fish today. Hey, look, I found a rock. Rock. It looks like a perfect rod holder whacking rock right there. What do you think? I think it does. Got a little target practice out here too. Shooting a tree. Not the best idea shooting towards water because it ricochets, but okay. Well, let's see if we can whack a couple of these rod holders in here. I brought a bunch of rods because that's what I do. We're just gonna put the rods right here, and then we're gonna walk them way out and cast them. But, well, this is not a good rod holder banging rock. It's kind of falling apart on me, guys. Not the best. Yep, we're gonna have to go find another rock. This one's a little bit more hefty. A little bit more hefty. I'm coming to camp out here soon. I'm bringing some trash bags to clean this other stuff up because I can't stand seeing stuff messed up. But pretty cool. Oh yeah, much better. Maybe not. That's a cool looking rock though. Note to self, I have to bring a hammer to do this. Dang it. But what if we use a rod holder to put the rod holder in the ground? Oh yeah, that works. You want to get them as far down as you can because I'm going to be rocking with them locked in. And I don't want my rods to go in the water, but that's stout. And we're just going to bang them down to where the cup hits the ground there. Well, we're about to lose the boat. I'm gonna have to throw an anchor out. 100% gonna have to throw an anchor out. We're gonna go ahead and do that right now so I don't forget about it. Because as we've already found out, Mark has the ADHDs and all of them. Tree type rod holder, boat holder. Boat, you no go anywhere. You stay right here. All right, we got a spread of rod holders down the bank now. It's time to get to fishing. We using some absolutely monster skipjack for bait. Not mill yellow, but the big daddies, monster skips. Look how big those suckers are. Huge, huge baits. Okay, new bait knife. I bought 6 of them at Walmart. 6. Because I keep losing them. And I put a bunch of them in the Craftsman, in my bag, and then up there too. And those are my tummy meds. I got a weak tummy. Okay, I'm probably not gonna do gigantic baits just because I'm gonna have to throw it really far here I think. But that's going to be probably the biggest we use. I mean, the big heads from those guys. But today's really a thing where I want to see if they're fishing this area, and then I'll come back later with the boys and we'll figure out if there's any big daddies. But there's lots of different areas to fish where I'm at. But I'm doing a little recon work for us because I've never been here. See if there are fish here or not. We'll throw out a couple of bigger baits, but they're going to not go as far, so they'll be a little bit shallower. The water's kind of clear here. I think it's the middle of the day. It's not really overcast. So I think those fish may be a little bit deeper right now, which is why I came out to where I'm at here, because it drops off pretty deep. And then maybe later in the afternoon I'll move back a little shallower. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 baits, 3 heads. We got 10 rods, and we're gonna get to casting, baby. Okay, well, let's start getting these rods out. We got 8 bait fishing rod holders, and we got to put 2 on the back end of the boat. So yeah, I need to cast at about 30 or 40 yards out there, I think. The brake line's a little bit better on that side over there, but there's nowhere to put rod holders or anything out. It's all overgrown and everything, obviously, because this is an island. I just got lucky with this one spot right here. So in these lighter Hellcat rods, these are just mediums. I'm going to put the smaller chunks and the smaller weights from 4 to 5 ounces, just because it's easier to throw them. And then on the bigger baits and weights, we're going to put on the black Big Cat Fever heavies and medium heavies, because they're rated for a little bit more weight. Now there are heavier models of these, but these are just the ones I have. I've got mostly mediums. They're a lot of fun to fight big fish on. The biggest one we've caught on it's 83 pounds, and you know, the lucky man himself, Nick, caught that one. That's the biggest fish of the year so far. So yeah, we're gonna wade out over here. I'm in the water, guys. I love this bank fishing stuff, or getting out away from everything and just, you know, coming out to the wilderness where there's nothing. There's just birds and squirrels and stuff running around. It's just really relaxing for me, and I love it a lot. As you can tell, there ain't no dang houses out here either, and there's nobody else. So I'm about it. We're gonna throw this as far out as I can. Pretty good distance. That's probably 50-60 yards, maybe a little bit more. It's decently deep out there. I think I made it out to 15-20 feet maybe. Drag's good. I'm gonna walk it back. We're gonna leave the bait clicker itself on while it's locked in, because I want to hear it if a rod goes down. That's enough drag to hook a fish. Okay, the sand's kind of for stability, but I think they'll be all right. Anyway, well, we're gonna find out if they're gonna be all right or not. So nice out here. We're getting into a hard time of the year to catch catfish because the spawn's coming, and we may switch over to stripers here soon because they're finishing the spawn. But for now, we are gonna do cats because I don't have live bait, and I haven't really had a whole lot of luck out striper fishing lately. I've got some kind of juju on me that I gotta get rid of. But yeah, either way, we fishing, baby. And it's gonna be warm today, 83 degrees. This water temp's, me walking in it, is close to 70 for sure, from what I'm feeling. So a lot of this is gonna transition to night fishing, you guys. So we may have to come out like right at dusk and stay a little bit after dark, and I'm gonna get some bigger lights or a light or something so I can light stuff up. If you guys got any suggestions on a big, like, portable light I can have so we can see stuff better, leave that in a comment below, because I'd like to do some night fishing videos, but YouTube doesn't really like pushing them because people don't watch them as long, because it's at night and you can't see it that much. So I'd like to figure out a way to make that not an issue. Decent cast. Oh, that's a lot deeper. Oh yeah, that's down 20 for sure. It took a while for that to hit the bottom. And that was a 6-ounce weight. Pinch them down tight. I'm doing pretty good at casting them straight out and not throwing them all over the place. Trying to keep it a little organized here so that we don't get stuff tangled up. I think we ought to put a big bait out next. We got 2 smaller ones. My boat's a mess. I'm gonna have to clean it up. Find us a big double hook rig here. There we go. That'll do it. This Komodo and this rod casts a mile. What is this? Is it medium heavy? Yeah. This will cast it super far out there. Okay. It's a Saturday here in East Tennessee. I basically tried to pick a place where there ain't going to be a bunch of boaters, because it's hard to catfish when there's a bunch of boaters. And it just kind of gives me a headache. I'm a little bit of an introvert, and I kind of like being away from everything. Easier to film too, for me to talk. I'm not getting like social anxiety about people watching me talk to myself with the camera. So, yeah, let's see where this is. Where the heck I casted this at? Okay, so straight out. Make sure I don't hit a tree up top. Oh yeah, that was a good ways. Brake's kind of tight on it. I must have been letting one of the boys throw one of these. Check our drag. It's good drag. Tighten it down just a little bit. In there, baby. Kind of hit that one a little crooked, but it's all right. Okay, I'm gonna get the rest of the rods out, and then I'll be back once we're doing something else than me just casting baits out. I'm gonna listen to a little music, which I can't play on here. A little Zach Bryan. A couple other songs my friend just sent me. Big Chillin'. I wish I could play them because it's great music, but I'll get copyrighted and not make any money. And I can't do that now because fishing's my job. But I'll catch you guys in a few. So you guys, I know that I'm with Okuma. I'm on their pro staff or whatever you want to call it, but you see me using a few reels that aren't by them, and most of the time it's because they have sentimental value. This reel my friend Paul gave me about a year or so before he passed. It was my first big catfishing reel, and you know, I've just always kept it, and I'll probably never get rid of it just because of that. And it's an old workhorse. It's pin fathom. I mean, it's just beat all to heck and back, but I mean, I'll never sell it. I'll never get rid of it because it just means a lot to me. But we're gonna throw this big, gosh, this is about 500 degrees and my feet are on it, so I'm gonna do this quick. We're gonna throw this big double bait out in the channel. God, that's hot. Woo! All right, hold on. Well, that didn't go as far as I wanted it to, but it's out there. Maybe a big gal come up shallow. And we're just gonna we need to put new line on this. All right. It's pretty locked down. Let's back it off a little bit. Golly. There we go. It's still pretty dang tight. Whatever. It's in there, baby. All right. God, oh, it's hot, 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 hot. Don't see us on the skip yet. That was probably like 100 degrees right there, it felt like. Jeez. Alrighty, guys, we have got all the baits out down the bank there. 2 off the boat here, and then 3 over here in the water. And we're gonna kick back and relax, read a book, see if we can't catch this catfish or two. Well, I ain't caught a daggum fish yet, but I've caught a daggum good time. It's beautiful out here. I've got me a fire going. Big chilling. Been listening to some Joe Rogan and the Jelly Roll podcast. We're just waiting on a catfish bite. Either way, we enjoying the great outdoors. Well, guys, we haven't caught a dang thing out here, fish-wise. And you know, part of me is like, man, I don't want to post this video because nothing happened at all catching fish. Like, I had 2 or 3 dink bites, and that was pretty much it. It's about 10 o'clock now, and the only thing you hear out here really is somebody mowing a yard over there still somehow, or some kind of machinery, but birds, mainly the Canadian geese, and you know, the sound of this fire and the waves here at the bank when we get some from the wind. But you know, sometimes you don't have to catch a giant fish, and on this channel you've seen me catch a lot of them, and I think we as fishermen and women get wrapped up in the drive to catch the biggest and the most fish, and that's what we hyperfixate on, or at least that's what I've kind of struggled with at times. And then you lose sight of, you know, why you're really out here. And I kind of spoke about this in a post I made on the community section of YouTube about you know, some stuff that's been on my mind, and how we as a society fill ourselves with all of this static like you'd see on a TV, whether that's TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. And static can come in many forms. I mean, you could view fishing as static, where it's distracting you from everything that's going on. And I used to do that a lot before I discovered that sharing my passion with fishing is why I really wanted to do it. Like, that's why I like making these videos, and that's probably why I'm still going to post this video, even though I haven't caught anything. But I think fishing as a tool to get you outside of the narrative that you're living in, or the tunnel view that you're in. If you've got bad stuff going on in your life, or if you see it, bad things going on in a friend's life, or they're struggling with addiction or depression or anxiety, or any of these things that we all deal with at some point in life, you can use fishing as a way to take your mind out of that. And I don't know, that's kind of what it does for me. So we're gonna sit back here, poke on this fire a little bit, see if we can't catch something. If not, man, I couldn't ask for anything more. I'm not in a suit every day, having to go to a job I don't like doing, so just put your head down, and if you've got a goal in mind of something you want, you first look at it. Is it realistic? Can I do this? Is it, you know, is this a good idea to try? And then you look at the situation you're in and what you've got going on, your responsibilities to your family, yourself, and your community, and you kind of got to figure out if, you know, starting your own business or going on your own journey is something you can do right then, and how to do it logically and the best way possible. So I'm kind of muddling through that as I go with this fishing thing. I don't know what I'm doing at all. I'm just kind of winging it a little bit, just seeing where you know, all this takes me. But I appreciate you guys coming along with me. Well, good morning, you guys. It is about 9:30 here in East Tennessee. I still smell like a campfire because I haven't taken a shower since last night, but I went and got some coffee, and we're gonna go back out fishing, baby. We didn't catch nothing last night, but a good time and some relaxation, and a minor sunburn on the back of my legs because I forgot to put sunscreen on those yesterday. So we back out here. We're gonna chase some catfish. Got me a cup of coffee. Probably gonna have to use a bucket here in T-minus 45 minutes. But hey, we living the life out here, baby. And it is just beautiful out here. We got a bunch of crappie people out here today. That's all right. We share the lake with them. Beautiful, beautiful place. Are you guys vibing with the fit today? I got a hoodie on, the Chubby's pants, boots, deadlift socks. It's a vibe. I'm a fisherman, I'm single. I don't have to look pretty. Fish do though. They gotta be big. I wanna catch a big one today. We on a mission to do some catfishing. Good morning, you guys. I had to let the GoPro charge up, so I didn't get the casting the bait portion out here, but we're set up back shallow. We're trying to see if the catfish are active right now here in the morning. It's not really early morning, but we got a dink bite right there. We had a dink bite right there a second ago, and there's a ton of gizzard shad and threadfin shad in here, and I've seen carp too. But I've seen a couple, or bass or something, busting on bait back in here. So there are active fish back in here. Just saw a gar come up, so we may get garred to death a little bit, but we'll see. There are fish here. I'm gonna give this spot about 45 minutes or so, and then we're gonna move out further, a little bit deeper. We're in 6 to 8 feet right now, and then the next spot we're going to go to is probably going to be 10 to 12, and then we're just going to gradually kind of move out from there until we can find some active catfish and see if we can't put one in the boat this morning before it gets too hot out here. Now this is the Navionics app. We got a little bit of a glare going on here. Well, I don't really know how to get rid of the glare, but this is the Navionics app, and I'm just back in this creek right now. I'm in the very back of it. And there's a lot of bait, and the water's stained, which is what I was really looking for. Because if you are in a really shallow area and it's super clear, those fish are way less likely to be active, especially not right at daybreak or right at dusk or at night, just because of how clear the water is. It just makes it more difficult. So I found some stained water with gizzard shad in it, and there's a few stumps and stuff sticking out. I sent my Humminbird and the transducer off to get replaced or fixed by Humminbird. So here in the next week or so, we're gonna have that back, and I'll be able to kind of scan around and show you what I'm fishing, a little bit more of a visual view. But yeah, right now I just found this creek, big giant deep thing off the main channel, leads all the way back in here. I had to go underneath a little bridge to get back here, and we've got at least some gar and bass or dink channel catfish active in here because I've had 2 pecks, and I've seen some bass blowing up. So that's what we're waiting on. We're gonna give it 45 minutes back here shallow, and then we're gonna move a little bit deeper and see if they're out there. It's a big chilling kind of day though. I ain't super stressing about anything. We're just gonna mosey around, do a little exploring, see what we can find, and fish all new spots. At least the most of the morning here. I may go fish one I've fished in the past later in the evening as I get closer to the ramp, or later to midday. I'm gonna take a midday break and get some lunch. Probably go home and take a shower because that's necessary. But yeah, so yeah, that's what we're doing. It do be beautiful out here, and there's not a soul in here. There's one dock on the whole thing, and it's huge. It's just totally quiet. All I can hear is nature. I love it. The boat does need to be cleaned. I got it really nasty last night when I was fishing that island and camping out. Got it all muddy. But Today's a new day.
Oh gosh. Whoa, that got obliterated, y'all. Whoa. I mean, that was peel and drag, y'all. Peel and drag. I don't know how tight I had. He's coming at me now. Or he pulled that anchor. We're in a mud bottom and that back anchor sucks. No, he's coming right at me. He's coming right at me. We got to keep him out of this anchor over here to the left. Nice blue. Heck yeah. Ooh, doggy. Blue cat on the board, baby. Yes, sir. Fishing numero uno of the day. It's the way I like it. I was reading a book. Okay. Gosh, that coffee's kicking in. Woo, doggy. It's about to be bucket time. Fish grips at. I broke that other net on a fish, so we fishy grippy today. Get up here. Get up here. That Hooker's terminal tackle Mad Catter got him good. This is a 10-aught HD, the heavy duty one. I got sick of bending hooks out on other brands of hooks, so we got these bad boys, and they ain't gonna bend, baby. Oh, he's a stinky catfish. Perfect hook set right in the corner of the mouth. Oh, oh, he's mean. He's mean, baby. There we go. He's back in here feeding on some shads. He's back in here feeding on some shads. Very nice. Okay, let's let him go. Let's let him go. Oh, he pooped on me. He pooped on me. No wonder it was stinky. You poopy boy. Get out of here, you nasty sucker. Oh, he pooped all the way down my calf. Yuck. Well, that's the first one in here, baby. Gotta wash this poop off before we start casting again. Gross. Yeah. Nasty. Nasty, nasty. Okay, let's get some more bait. Let's get some more bait. You can see what these shad were feeding on below the dam. Treadfin shad. Skippies were munching. Big daddies. Okay. Let's winger back out there. That's kind of, so the main creek mouth's out there and it wraps around right here. It's a little chute. It's very narrow and then it opens up back here. And I put my boat right where it really opens up back in here off of that cut, because I think when they're active coming through those areas, they don't eat as much in those narrow cuts, and they start feeding once they hit these areas where it opens up and it's like a feeding ground. I mean, I've caught fish in those narrow little areas like that, but it's been fewer than, that just got hit, fewer than where the bays open up and they spread out and start feeding. But I don't know, try a little bit of everything. Right there, right there, that's a bite. That's a bite. Little dinky guy though. That's looking awful gary. All right, well, we're back in business. Back in business. Back to reading my book until we get another slamma-jamma. Tails up, brah. That was anticlimactic. Well, I just cleaned my hands, but McDinky's dinking right there on that rod. McDinky's dinking on the Hellcat rod. We need another slam-a-jamma. This one right here is getting hit. That looks a little decenter, like he's swimming with it. That's a double bait right there. That's kind of acting like a flathead, y'all. Put it down. Dang it. Oh, we got another pecker right there. He's making a line jump. He was dinking on the tip for a second. Put it down though. That looked awful gary. As you can tell, the blue cats just freaking slam it in here. So maybe all these little bites are turtles and gars. He's back. Well, that seems a little bit more decent. I think he came up to the surface when he just ate that over there. We're gonna try to reel down on him. If he's still there. Man, I just messed up, I think, by getting up too hard. Changed the pressure on the line. Dang. Nope, he's still there. Look at that on the surface over there. That was him. That was him. Oh, it's a gar. It was a gar. It jumped out of the water. That was wild. That thing jumped 4 feet in the air. I have no idea if that got that on camera. I hope it did. That was a giant gar. Oh yeah, that is torn all to pieces. That was Garville. Well, we're gonna give it a few more minutes in here, y'all, and then we're gonna get out of Garville, go a little bit deeper. See if we can get away from them. Found one blue cat so far back in here. A lot of gar though, a lot of gar. I really hope that got that gar jump on camera. That was super cool. I would have very much liked to have caught that one. That was a big gar, like really big. But it is what it is. Sometimes you don't catch them. I wonder what the best way would be to target those long-nosed gar. Well, we're gonna call this one the gar hole because other than one blue catfish, it was all gar. And most of the baits got picked clean, and the ones I do still have on look like that. So this is the shad and gar hole because there are a billion gizzard shad flipping everywhere in here. So I'm gonna keep that in the back of my brain for when I want to go striper fishing and don't feel like catching skipjack, or can't catch skipjack, or I want to get some live bait for flatheads. But maybe I ought to switch over to live bait and, you know, get these daggum gar away from me. I don't know. We're gonna move out a little further now, see if we can't find any out here. All right, so we moved way out here, and I'm on top of this point that has road beds on top of it that leads out to the main creek channel, and then it has these red things which are identified on here as a submerged foundation from a house. So I don't know, looks pretty cool to me. I don't know if there's any fish on it or not, but we're about to find out. The jet skiers are awake. No, not the jet skiers. Please stay out there in the channel, away from me. I would very much appreciate that. Thank you. They're in fact not staying out in the channel, but maybe they'll stay over there. Or they're gonna be like, hey, look at all those rods. Let's go see what he's doing. If you got a jet ski and you're watching this video, please don't do that. It rocks the boat. Grape. That's about to wake us to death. Changed it up a little bit today with chairs. Instead of the soccer mom chair, we got the camo boy. The soccer mom chairs treated me fairly. I'm having a hard time with words today. Soccer mom chair has treated me fairly well lately, so we're about to put Camo Boy to the test. And Lonus hasn't been on the boat in a week or so, so there was not a Miller can left inside the chair.
One gar bite. That's all we got. And we gave it 45 minutes. Time to move.
New Creek, who dis? Try back in here for a little while. Didn't really have any action out in 20-something feet, so we're gonna go back shallow. I don't see gar coming up to the surface in here, but that don't mean they ain't in here. As we have found out. Well, I should probably fix my anchor. Whoa, got one in the water. Where the catfish at? We're gonna give this one about an hour. We got a bite up there. That looks like a flathead bite to me. I could be wrong. I mean, that, I might get real slow here. That looks like a flathead bite to me. I mean, if I were to guess, we're gonna ease up here. I think he's swimming with it. He's on it, yeah. We're gonna reel down nice and slow. Oh yeah, he is swimming with it. We got him. Oh no, he came off. Dang. I bet, dang. That stinks. He was definitely swimming with it. Could have been a big gar too carrying it. See if we got any slime on here. I don't see any slime. That could have been a big gar just carrying it off, or a turtle. It looked like a flathead bite though. We got another bite. That's on a big double bait too. Let's see what happens with it. You guys can see it bobbing up there. Still on it? Yeah. Wonder what we have here. He's still on it. He went from one to the other. In reality, it's probably just a different fish. I think we underestimate how many fish there are in the water. Whatever it is, it's hooked up. Coming at me too. Little feller, whatever he is. No, there's some weight. There's some weight. This is a heavy. Okay, this is a good fish. This is a decent fish. Oh baby, this is a flathead. Oh, he's digging. He's digging. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is a good fish. I got the anchor line back there to the right here that I'm having to watch. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Digging. Digging, man, he's fighting. This is a strong fish. Big old heavy action, big cat fever. It is a flathead too. Yep. I'm betting that other fish was a flathead as well, and I just missed him. Very nice. That guy fought like that. So cool. He's that big old chunk. Ooh, I got him whisker hooked too. That could have been what happened to the other fish. Barely whisker hooked down there. Let's get him in. Very nice. Very, very nice. I'm happy with that one. Heck yeah. That's where I got him hooked. Right in the whisker. Came right out. Very nice. He ain't quite big enough for me to whip out the tripod and take a picture with, but he is a beautiful fish on a beautiful day. As you guys can notice or see, it got overcast and they have gotten more active. It's a good sign. I mean, he ate a hand-sized bait too, like just monstrous. No slime on the line on this one. I'm thinking that's what happened at that last fish, whatever it was. It could have been a cat. It acted like a flathead bite, like for sure. And he was swimming with it in the same direction as the other one was. We got a bite right here on that one. I'm gonna put a fresh piece on just because I've got so much bait. And we know there'll be some flatheads in here. We got one on. We got one on. Ooh, buddy. Ooh, buddy. Where's he at? Where's he at? Oh, I got him. No, he came off. Did he come off? Oh, here he is. Here he is. Here he is. Thunk. Here he is. Woo! It's definitely an old kitty cat. I think it's a blue cat, if I was to guess. Oh, he's coming at the boat now. Get up here. He's digging. He's digging. Oh, oh. It do be a blue cat. Really light colored blue cat too. He's fighting. He's fighting. Get up here. They'd be hard tusslers today. Let's get us a grip. What do you say? Okay. Come here. There we go. There we go. Got some nice healthy blue cat there. Nice healthy blue cat. Oh, oh. Well, take that back. He's got some warts on him. He's a very light colored blue though. Hello. My name is Mr. Blue Cat. All right, we're gonna let him go. See ya.
Well, if you like that episode of overnight camping on the island and big chillin', leave a comment below if you want to see some more of that. There's a bunch of them around here I can do that on, and I can bring some more camping stuff. We can do a little catch and cook, something like that. So if you like seeing that, let me know below. We'll do some more. If you haven't liked or subscribed to the channel yet, be sure to do that below. It really helps us out here make videos. And I hope you guys had a good time coming along with me. Learned a little bit, got to relax a little bit, and had some fun, because that's what we're all about here on Top Knox Fishing. I'll see you on the next episode.